Welcome back to another day in the life video. I'm doing more of these because you have asked for them, so I'm going to share with you what I get up to more and more. And today's video is all about my tech startup with my business partner. But first things first, we're going to the gym. We don't have time to go down the cabin and get on with admin work. It's literally get in the car now, get to the gym, get back, because we're going to be starting early. Oh, and funny enough, as I'm recording, my son's come down in his hoodie. But anyway, let's get on. First things first, get the heated seats on. Right, so I'm on my way to the gym now. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, so I got up a little bit later today. I was hoping to be at the gym for about 5:45, but I'm only running about 15 minutes behind. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. For me, fitness, it is the core, it is the pillar of my everyday. You know, it's really what gives me day-to-day structure. Not only do I love the gym, you know, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's never been a task for me to get there and be like, oh, I've got to work out. I really do enjoy it. And I've got to be honest, as someone, and again, you know, I hope this relates to some of you who might be, you know, pursuing a similar path, is that it keeps me on track. Like, it's a way to decompress. It's far more than just the gym. It's not about looking the best, you know, being in the best shape. It's allowing yourself that time to decompress, think, recalibrate, and give you structure. And, you know, I think anything in life, if you're going to do something really well, you need discipline, you need structure, you need accountability, and the gym gives you all of it. You know, nothing's left unturned, you know, no stone unturned when you go to the gym, because you have to show up, you have to lift the weights, you have to get it done. Well, yeah, there will be some people that go to the gym and they just chat. We've all seen those types of people. But yeah, look, I didn't have time to go down the cabin this morning because, again, it's just going to be a busy day. Slightly different in my timings of how I would do a normal day, but my business partner for the tech startup is coming down, which is really cool. We are at a stage where, you know, I haven't been able to talk too much about the tech startup because there is an element of you have to protect it. Like, it's really hard to protect and not announce a tech startup too early because it's all about timing. We're learning all the time, by the way, because I have never ever been involved in a tech startup, neither's my business partner. So everything is a learning curve, but luckily I do have a lot of friends that have started tech startups, have sold, and, you know, other friends who have just done very well in business. So there is a lot of guidance for the both of us in terms of, you know, how much we release, when we market the actual software itself, and there's an app, and, you know, there's a lot to it, which is really cool. Am I going to get in there? No, I'm going to reverse over there. So let me just park up. It's exciting, and we will be going to market very, very soon, which is cool. So let me just park up and I can carry on talking. Okay, so all parked up, and as I was saying, we're building this tech company. It's super exciting. Every day is a school day. We're always learning something new. And we're at a stage now where my business partner, who's been learning coding, software development, all this kind of stuff, because that is not my expertise, that is not the way that my brain works. We're at a point now where we need to take on a tech co-founder. So yeah, things are moving very quickly, and one of my jobs that I need to get done certainly this week is to organise a couple of sit-down meetings, again with some contacts of mine who have recently built and sold, and when I say recently built, I mean in the last few years, you know, in the last 3 years, who have built and sold a tech company. Because one thing that I find, if you're going to do anything, understand that there is a blueprint to that success. I mean, that's the beauty that we live in. So we're going to sit down with someone who has, and I actually have a couple of people in mind, so you'll probably see it on my socials, sit down, understand exactly how they built that tech, the software, how they piloted that software, how did they roll it out, how did they market it, and then how did they get that company to a point of a certain valuation and then position themselves to exit, because that is my ultimate goal, is to exit here. You know, I do want to build this and sell it within the next 3 years. I think I've said it before, but it's in logistics and distribution. We are solving many metrics within last mile, retailer, the delivery providers themselves, but ultimately the marketing and a lot of the benefits as well are with the end user, the actual customer, which is, we have some really unique selling points, you know. So yeah, it's exciting, and you're going to see the behind the scenes of that today. But first things first, we're going to get in the gym because I'm rambling now. I'm just currently having my Abe workout, my pre-workout. So actually I'm going to sit in here, I've got my tripod. And yeah, I enjoy doing these day in the lives. You know, I've been asked to do them a lot more now, and I will. I've got my DJI Osmo. I need to use it more. So yeah, I'm going to share behind the scenes, you know. Yeah, I love creating content. I love building my events company. I still tick over with the finance business that I have, but I am so excited about this tech company. I'm really excited about YouTube in 2026 for my channel, but I have to be honest, this tech startup is moving so quick with my business partner. He's done a fantastic job as well with the roles. So he deals with all the operations. I'm the founder, the CEO, if you will, and I think in the next 2 years, we are going to be flying, and I can't wait to, you know, take you along on the journey with me. But anyway, let's get in and let's hit a chest workout. I just wanted to quickly say, when I'm doing cardio, so I haven't started my weights yet, this is such a good time for me to reply to all of your lovely YouTube comments. So this is just a big thank you from me to you for watching my videos and commenting. Chest workout smashed, feeling strong. And now, do you know what time it is? Well, if you've watched any of my other day in the lives, you should know where I'm heading to now, but I'll let you guess and I'll film it when I go to the next location. But my physique wise, do you know what I'm aiming for? Lean, decent sized chest, good arms, build out the traps, build bigger quads. And I was talking with my good friend Jason Greystone last night, who's also my awesome mentor. Love learning from Jason. And I might try and race him to the physique of Reacher. There we go, that's the physique I'm going for, is that full manly look, but lean. Leaner than Reacher. But anyway, let's move on to one of my favourite locations where we're going to next. I wanted to share a really cool quote with you, which I heard the other day. I'm going to be doing a bit of short form content on this, and it's really relevant if you're trying to build something for yourself and you don't want people to jeopardize that success coming to life. And it is, the lion never roars before the hunt. The lion only roars after the kill. Move in silence. Protect what you are building, right? And what that means is, you can relate this to a lot of things. If you are in the workplace and you're trying to build your business, don't be screaming about the fact that you're going to be building a business and you're going to be doing bigger and better things and you'll escape the 9 to 5, because there are going to be co-workers who will not want you to succeed. Move in silence. There is a luxury of protecting what you are building, and as the saying goes, people cannot destroy what they don't know. So as I'm driving to the coffee shop, my favourite place, I just wanted to share that with you because I think that's a really powerful message. I'll just say it again. The lion never roars before the hunt. The lion only roars after the kill. Move in silence. Love it. Can I get a takeaway cappuccino, please? Large, and then can I get a takeaway cortado with almond milk and 1 brown sugar? Thanks.
Thank you.
Great, thanks. Now, I don't know whether it's psychological or I've just convinced myself that I can't actually start my day without a morning coffee. There is something for me about going into a coffee shop after a workout, the noise of the coffee machine, the interaction with the people, the smell of it. Oh my God, the smell of coffee. I absolutely love it. But I feel like it's set up my day. And I have to say, the money that I spend on coffee, I could buy a coffee machine and that would probably be more cost effective, but there's something about, you know, traveling to a coffee shop, which I love. And yeah, I've convinced myself I cannot start a day or be super productive without having a fresh morning cortado with almond milk and 1 brown sugar. Back at home, finishing my coffee, spent a good bit of time with the family, which is nice, before I get into the thick of the day. Gonna head down to the cabin very shortly, but I'm gonna make myself like a post-workout shake, which is BCAAs, creatine. I'll also have a protein shake, which is just whey. I've sent off a few important emails, which I needed to do immediately. I've had a couple of phone calls as well, which was unexpected, to do with sponsorship that I'm raising for my big VIP red carpet event, which, you know, we've needed to raise a hell of a lot of money, but we are closing in on that big sum, so that's cool. And I've got a long list of to-dos, so I'll tell you more about what today will entail when we get down to the cabin. Again, I like working down there because different scenery, I feel very calm. You know, you hear the birds singing, put on the electric fire because obviously it's getting a bit colder now. But yeah, it's going to be a busy day, and of course I'm taking you along with me. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Hey? What are you saying? Here we are, down in the cabin where I love it. You can see the fire is on, very ASMR. But before we get into the thick of it, I always wear my blue lens glasses now because one, I should have bought these years ago because they really do take any strain. One moment. Hiya, mate. Hey, mate. How's it going? Look at this. Hang on, let me just shoot. I'm vlogging at the moment, day in the life. Look at that. What a sexy man. Look at that. Dude, can I... no, I'm just showing you to the camera. I'm showing your profile photo to the camera. Dude, can I... dude, can I call you back in a sec? All right, 2 sec. All right, bye. There we go. That's my awesome business partner for the tech company. So yeah, look, what have we got on today? So my Life by Design planner. Simplifying productivity. This is the wire-bind version, but we have today, so I've got to pay all my invoices, I've got to request sponsor invoices, I've got to do an entire email collective draft for all of the sponsors for the event. I've got to do all my WhatsApp replies now, all my DM replies and all my LinkedIn replies, because I have something very exciting which was offered to me the other day. I've got a speaking opportunity in London for a big marketing company, which is awesome. So, you know, marketing is gaining attention, converting viewers into paying customers, and I'm going to teach how I've used essentially social media to do over 500 million views organically and a load of other stuff. I've got to reply to all my brand deals because at the moment I'm very blessed. I just can't keep up or commit to the amount of brand deals and sponsorship opportunities I am personally offered at the moment as a personal brand. But I do have to reply to some of the key ones that I do want to work with. I've got to contact all of the individuals who have already bought a copy of my planner, just to reach out to them, because I am building my planner Instagram page, which will pop up on screen now, so do go check it out. So I'm just basically saying to them, hey, share your thoughts, photos, videos, all that kind of good stuff. And then for a little while before I meet Ben, who just rang me to spend the rest of the day working on our tech startup, is I'm working on automation through Go High Level. So again, you can go to the link in the description. Go High Level have been amazing in terms of their support, helping me set up my workflow, funnels, everything like that. So one of the beauties, obviously, when you work in a modern online space is that, you know, you don't need employees on contracts. It pretty much is AI automation workflows. That's really it. You know, everything is a funnel or a sales page or MVPs, which then lead to, you know, a certain trigger happening. And again, it's all systems and processes. You don't really need an actual person doing it. So I've been working a lot on that and how to understanding how to integrate certain things and working on customer patterns and then setting up certain triggers for that. But anyway, I'm waffling, but basically that's the back end kind of stuff that isn't my expertise. And thankfully I've been working with Go High Level, who have been awesome, helping me really systemize my businesses and my personal brand. And other than that, I've got a load of YouTube replies to get back to, because again, very blessed, but I'm overwhelmed with the amount of replies that I actually have to, comments I have to reply to. I literally cannot keep up. I have a few Shopify orders which I've got to fulfill today and a load of emails. I've got a team meeting this evening, which is only about 20 minutes, to do with our big VIP red carpet event. And then I'm going to do some TikTok content. I might do a live stream tonight, and that's about it. So yeah, look, I'm going to get my head down for a little bit before I have to meet Ben. That's what's on the agenda today. And again, I'm going to take you along for the ride. Right, so it's coming up to 11 a.m. I've got to get ready to go meet Ben to work on our tech startup. But before I do, I'm scoffing 2 burgers, high in protein, no carbs, because I am trying to lean up and get in the best shape possible. This is just called discipline. I mean, it doesn't look very appetizing, does it? But I don't have any carbs during the day. I've actually cut out for the last year and a half dairy and bread, so I don't have any of that unless it's my cheat meal, which I have once every 9 days. But yeah, I'm just keeping it protein throughout the day and high water, just so I stay nice and tight, nice and lean. And I find, especially with the workload I've got on at the moment, having carbs, whether that be rice or sweet potato, it kind of sits on me. I've got to be honest with you. I think that's the thing as you get older. If you can kind of cut out carbs altogether, apart from, you know, I have like maybe 150 grams of rice in the evening, sometimes with my evening meals. But other than that, I feel so much better just keeping it lean. I also don't have as many meals during the day. I only have maybe 2 meals during the day, and they're only small like that. So yeah, there we go. It's called discipline, all right? You know, it's one of those things I've been very good at. So I'm going to tuck into this and then I'm going to go meet Ben. Okay, so I'm just heading to where I'm going to be working with Ben for this late morning and early afternoon. Blowing an absolute gale. And it's a slight change of plan. Ben was meant to be picking me up, but I've decided I'm going to hit a second training session at the other gym where I've got a membership. So we're going to crack on with a load of work. I've got to quickly get on a Zoom call with one of the sponsors, which hopefully I'm going to close off, that can get involved in the event. So hoping to raise some extra money today, which will be good. And I sound out of breath because I've been fighting against the wind. I'm carrying loads of stuff and Ben's already at the location of where we're meeting. So I'm just trying to rush and get there as quick as possible. So here he is. I said to him, dress up in something that we can take photos in, so we can actually get some photos of us at the beginning. There we go. Oh, you've dressed up for the occasion then.
Of course.
There we go.
Got my best clothes on.
Push. We'll sit around. So, what do you know so far? And then I can fill in the gaps and we can go from there. Now, this is Ben's expertise. I haven't got a clue what any of this means. What does this mean, Ben?
I have not got a clue either.
Not got a clue. Right, do we want logistics companies anymore? We can get all of this again. Companies to contact, companies to approach.
Well, we might still need some of that. Just take a look at it. I think
Ben, we don't need this, do we?
Just make sure there's nothing at the bottom.
Okay, so we're in the thick of it. Ben, the software app genius, computer whiz, is working on all the development side of it, and we're just about to jump into interviews literally in the next few minutes for a tech co-founder. We're solving a problem in the last mile industry of distribution and logistics. A little bit about it, 20 seconds worth.
I'll give you 10 seconds. Ultimately, the app solves, it's like a 3-tier solution that solves a problem for customers, the retailers and the couriers. And what the app does is, in the video. Right.
So basically we need like vector,
I need
all the
different things that will be implemented in the pitches and stuff. If you can do that, because you're better at me than that.
We've got the whole floor to ourselves. Look at that. What a working space. This is one of the benefits. There's my man. This is one of the benefits of remote working, is you haven't got to work in a dingy office or a warehouse. And believe it or not, we both came from the same last job. I don't know if any of you know, he was one of my last managers, but he was one of the better ones. You know, when you first came to work with me, I laid the law down. But anyway, we've been making good strides. We're really, really excited about this tech startup. And Ben, where are we going to be in the next 3 years? How much are we selling for?
I'd say not too much. I'd say only around 200 million.
200 million?
Yeah, I'm going to go for 200 million.
I love that, 200 million. If we sell for 200 million, I'm going to give away 1 million to a subscriber. There you go. You can hold me to that. If we sell for 200 million, Ben, we're going to give away £1 million to one of our subscribers. He's a full stack developer for Shopify as well. He said, yeah, sure, I'm open to co-founder opportunities. So, yeah, literally just now.
Great.
So one thing that we're doing at the moment is we're still exploring opportunities for a tech co-founder, and we've kind of been learning about, you know, potential equity share in the startup and over, you know, how long of a period and what that looks like. So yeah, we're still exploring tech co-founders basically. The more options we've got, the better. It's exciting. I mean, this is all new for us as well. And one thing that I've got to organise, as I said earlier, is some sit-downs with contacts of mine who have built tech companies and sold them. And Benny boy over there he is. Give us a wave, big boy.
Hello.
Look at that. Again, look at the location. How nice is this, right? So this is the job description for the tech co-founder that we're currently looking for, and we're in some, like I said, some really good conversations with some potential candidates to come on board. So it's exciting times. I'm talking to a guy now who seems really clued up. Ex-Google, Meta, Amazon, works for Shopify, also building their tech stack. So yeah, this is the type of person and their qualities and requirements that we need and what they'll have to do. You know, there's something I want to share with you actually, and this is from my mentor, Jason Greystone. One of his first mentors told him, if you're going to be in business, be in business. And doing some deep focus work right now, it reminds me why people don't actually make moves and get things done, is because we are in a world where everyone is so distracted. And you know, this is why sometimes you've just got to ignore the distractions, put your phone away, open up the laptop and just get the thing that needs to be done. It's really simple, to be honest with you. Discipline, take action, do it. Discipline, take action, do it. No distractions. That's the bad thing about the world that we're in, is just that there's so much going on and there's so many of us that are so bothered about what everyone else is doing that you never build something for yourself. So I just wanted to share that. If you're going to be in business, be in business. Just about to join our first interview with a potential co-founder. There he is. Give us a wave, big boy. Look at that. Right, we're just waiting for someone to join. Great, awesome. Well, we'll jump into it. So, obviously, I ran over, you know, what we were doing, kind of what we're starting, everything like that, and what we're in need of. So, yeah, Ben's my business partner. We used to work together. We've worked in the logistics and distribution space. So he is going to be the man with all the questions, Amar. So, Ben, I don't know if you just want to reel them all off and anything you need to go through, and then, you know, you guys can just sort of take it from there. So I'll just stick myself on mute.
So just to be honest, just been educating myself through YouTube, and AI is super helpful these days. On the left here, this is all of the different tabs, the Swift tabs for the code we've generated for every little thing within this app. This is the simulator. Won't go.
Built the app.
Yeah, won't go too much into it, but it's quite
Looking good.
It's quite advanced for now.
We've got another tech meeting that we've got to jump on, so we're going to show you that.
Go for it, yeah.
A little Femi.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah.
I'll win.
Yeah, you can call me Femi.
In the simulator, so I've used Xcode on my Mac just to build the designs and what it should look like, etc.
Yeah.
From there, I don't really know what to do. That's where my knowledge stops. I can't build it enough so it looks great. I can't get it up on app developers, on Apple app development, etc. I don't really know how to do that, and I don't want to do it myself. So that's where we're looking for ultimately a technical co-founder to get involved. Yeah, I don't think there's much else we could go through now without you seeing exactly how it works. And as I said, we could sit for hours going through it and going back and forth. So I'll get that over to you, and yeah, have a look. Let me know what you think.
Right, there we go. We've wrapped up. We had a really productive day as well. I'm going to head to the gym now, get a second session in. Where are you off to?
I'm off to bed.
He's off to bed. His brain's been working too hard, but the weather is absolutely pony, so we're going to call it a day. It's been a busy one. That was what I like to call deep focus work. We got a lot done. We've got to book in a load more interviews as well, so I don't even know if you can hear me. Do you think? I don't know.
Mate.
I don't even know. Look at him, he's wearing a bloody t-shirt.
Get me to the car.
Look at that. Fine specimen of a man.
Can't afford a jacket. Wait to sell the company, mate.
Yeah, once we've sold the company, he'll buy a jacket. In fact, I might just buy you a jacket. But yeah,
please.
we've had a really, really good day, all jokes aside. It's exciting as well because things are moving really quick, aren't they? I mean, you've been working behind the scenes a lot.
Yeah, working hard, building the app, nearly done.
There we go.
And then we just need to find a co-founder.
Yeah, we're going to lock in a tech co-founder and then we'll be absolutely flying. So, but there we go. Look at the barnet on me. Jesus.
Oh, my hairline.
My Tintin. The hair.
Been exposed.
The hairline.
Been exposed.
Don't mention the hairline. I'm getting old. Anyway, we'll see you all soon. Do you know what I feel like?
What?
The in-betweeners.
What, who am I?
I don't know. Who do you think Ben is? Let us know in the comments. If Ben was an in-betweener character, who would he be? I don't know. Who would you be?
Huh?
Who would you be?
Probably.
No swearing. Go right here. Go right.
None of them are great.
Anyway, listen. I'm gonna get changed for a second workout. I'm probably gonna film a little bit of it. Probably gonna do like a hit circuit, something like that, and I'm gonna wrap up for the day. But it's been a busy one. Don't you dare kill me. Just as I'm about to start training, my man walks in.
I'm his man.
Look at that. Look at the size of those biceps. And what time is it tomorrow morning? What are we going to be doing? It is the
Hammer time. That's what time. It's always hammer time.
it's spa time tomorrow. So we'll be hitting up the spa tomorrow. Me and Chris, we do it once a week, don't
Amen.
we? We've been doing it for about, over a year now.
Holla.
Over a year. It's a time where, I'm big into the whole reflect, we talk, we get pretty deep sometimes.
It's a men's group. Well, the pool's only 2 meters deep, but we get as deep as we can.
we
Feel me?
we jump in. So we'll be doing that tomorrow morning with my man. Okay, so here we go. Second session of the day. Fitness is my priority. So, yeah, no excuses. And just getting in a bit of boxing. Going to do some shadow boxing now. So, yeah, if you know me by now, fitness really is my priority. So, here we go. Less talking, less slacking, more shadow boxing. So there we have it, another day in the life video, and I thoroughly enjoyed filming this one. And I hope you got a lot from it too. I think also a message in today's video is your health is your priority, or as I call it, investing into your health pension. Because without your health and your well-being, you know, mentally and physically, it all means nothing anyway. Doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank, doesn't matter what you're working on, what you're doing, where you're going, whatever. If you don't look after your health, you know, that one vehicle that you need to make sure you're MOTing, it doesn't matter anyway. So look, life is what we make it, right? And again, like all my videos, the purpose is to remind you, you can design your life the way you want it to be. You know, it doesn't have to be conforming to normal society of, you know, remaining in a job, remaining doing things that you don't want to do. You can design every aspect of your life. Again, I call it control the controllables. You control 90 to 95% of everything going on in your life. You know, so take action, act upon it. You know, again, that's like all my videos. I'm just trying to inspire you to realize we don't have to conform to what we thought, you know, all these lies that we've been told for decades upon decades upon decades, you know, the information that is available to all of us, you know, again, light bulb moments. We should be going, yeah, that's not a fair exchange of time. Like, I should be living life. I should be spending it with loved ones. You know, the time right now, as of wrapping up this video, is 4:46, and I've got a few emails to send. I've got one more Zoom call to have, couple of phone calls, replying to a load of YouTube comments, because again, I'm so blessed that I've got such an incredible audience, community, subscribers. So again, thank you so much. And then I'm going to wrap up because I am pretty tired, so I'm going to have myself a bath. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to carry on doing more day in the lives. I'm so excited to build this tech company. You know, I don't want to overdo it, but it really is a passion of mine because it's new. Again, I'm someone who loves risk. I'm someone who loves embarking on a new challenge. And for me, I've never, ever done anything to do with tech. You know, I've raised a lot of money before for other people and startups, but now I'm doing it for myself. So yeah, I've got a few bits to do in regards to this huge event that I'm launching for the events company. Load of stuff for my personal brand. Email replies, easy stuff, all to be done within the next hour and a half. And then I'm going to settle down with my Harry Potter hoodie and just chill out for the evening. So thank you so much if you have watched until this point. Let me know in the comments, what did you enjoy most and what would you like to see in the next day in the life video? And until then, I'll see you all soon. Peace out.